What's up, guys? It's B Wade. I have 6 of the best plays for Wednesday's NBA games that I'm going to walk through with you guys. I'll show you that data and the analysis and explain to you why I like them, why I'm putting my money on them, and you can decide if you want to tail or not. Looking at today's picks, most of the games that I ended up giving out for VIP are still going. For the picks that I gave out to you guys for free, we hit 2. Jalen Green's already hit in like the third quarter. Mikal Bridges went over on points. And then Jalen Duren ended up chalking. He only had like 4 rebounds. We needed a double-double. Steph Curry ended up being a scratch. And then we have one more player that is still playing. But right now we're 2-1. So not bad. Looking solid on that. As far as VIP props that I gave out, we have hit 1 2-man already. And we had a 3-man where one leg hit and both of the other 2 legs ended up hooking, which is a bitch. But we hit the 2-man, and we still have 1 or 2 more slips that are live, so we'll see how that plays out. But not a bad night, guys. There's always 2 ways for you to get into VIP. You can either use code NBA, you're going to get 80% off, and you'll pay less than $10 for your first week, right? There's a link down below in the description to get to my winnable page. You use code NBA in the checkout. That's simple. The other way is you sign up with one of the apps that I tell you about in this video or that are down below in the description, and you will get a whole week for free on VIP. All you have to do is take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and I'll hook you up. Over time, we make money in VIP, guys. Always going to be some down days. We have had a few of them recently, but we make money over time. As you can see here, over the last month, we're still very profitable, and that's the name of the game, right? This is always gambling. Every day is not going to be a winner, but when you look at a large enough sample size, we are always in the green. I'm also giving away the signed SGA jersey at the end of this month. That is coming really soon, so stick around and I will tell you how you can be entered to win that. This first slip is going to be a 3-man, and they are all coming out of the Sixers-Wizards game. The Sixers games have just been wild lately. It's basically a G League team, and their totals have been over 245 as an average over the last 6 games. So they've just been going out of control. Ton of players filling the box score. And so Quentin Grimes is the main guy for the Sixers, who has just continued to eat. He got the back end of this back-to-back after the Hawks. He got that next game off. And so he's a little bit more rested as well. You can see he's hit this in 6 of his last 7 games. He only missed this by a hook. He missed right before that by a hook. So he has been scoring at a really solid rate. He's been shooting. I mean, you look at his field goals, which are down there. He's 7 for 18, 10 for 20, 10 for 21, 15 for 27. Like, this dude is putting up a lot of shots. The volume is there. There's no one else to take the shots, really. So I'm taking Quentin Grimes over 25.5. This Wizards defense, I mean, you look at it, there is nothing that they are good at defending. The best is like they're average at defending the spot up, average at pick and roll, ball handler. But in general, I love this play for him. I see him going for at least high 20s, if not getting into the 30s in this game. Next, we are staying right on the same team, guys. I'm taking Justin Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers. He's hit this now in 5 straight games. He's been shooting the lights out. And when you come over and you look, these last 5 games, he's shooting 50% from 3 with over 7 attempts per game on average, right? He's averaging 7.2 attempts per game, and he's hitting 50% of his shots from 3. Washington gives up the 4th most threes in the NBA. They do not defend the 3-point line very well. This is a great play. I don't see anything stopping Justin Edwards' streak of hitting at least 3 3-pointers. So I am locking this one in as well. Justin Edwards over 2.5 threes. And then we are wrapping it up with Jordan Poole over 16.5 points. He's hit this now in 3 straight. Looking at the Sixers, they have allowed similar players to hit their points line 64% of the time. Most recently it was Simons, Steph Curry, Tyler Herro, Kyrie Irving. All of them hit. The few players that have missed barely missed, right? Kobe White, he missed by 6 points, but then Jordan Clarkson hooked. Kobe White only missed by a couple, and Tyler Herro missed by a few. When you look at the Sixers defensively, they are terrible at defending the above the break 3 and the restricted area. That's where Jordan Poole scores 84% of his points, right? 56 from the above the break 3, another 27% in the restricted area. Those are the two worst areas for the Sixers defending by far, and that is where Jordan Poole scores the majority of his points. I love this play. I think Jordan Poole is going to cook the Sixers in this matchup, and we are taking him over 16.5 points. You can see that slip on the screen here. We are getting 6.67x for this on Chalkboard. I really am starting to like the Chalkboard app more and more. As you can see, they have great payouts. They have a ton of different sports, a ton of different props for each player. And they just added a couple new amazing features. So one, they have a cash out feature, which is really cool. But even bigger, they have added game markets into their app. So now you can bet on over-unders. You can bet on money lines. You can bet on spreads. You can take all of that within this app. And they just opened it up to another 10 to 12 more states. So look at the map on the screen. See if it's allowed in your area now. And when you use code BWP, they are going to double your first deposit, y'all. That's free money. If you're not on Chalkboard yet, you should really check it out. Use that code, get your first deposit doubled, take advantage of the free money and all these additional features and bonuses that they're going to give you. When you sign up, take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram. I'll hook you up with that free week of VIP. Looking at the signed SGA jersey, y'all, this is the 5th autographed jersey I'm giving away on this channel. It is my way of just saying thank you to you guys, and all you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. I'll be giving it away at the end of this month. I've already bought the jersey. I'll be giving away in April, and we're going to keep doing giveaways as long as I have this channel up, y'all. So make sure that you stay tuned. I'm going to keep doing giveaways. Love doing this. I appreciate you guys. Let's get into these next 3 picks. So I'm taking Scotty Barnes over 4.5 assists. Guys, he's hit this in 4 out of his last 5 games. Looking at the last 30 games, he's hitting it at a 63% rate. Really solid. And going up against the Nets, who have allowed similar players to hit their assist line 67% of the time. Right? You look at the last 4 players that are similar, all hit their assist line. Chris Middleton, Jimmy Butler, Draymond. I don't know how Draymond's similar to Scotty, but okay. Jason Tatum. This is a great matchup for him. We look head to head. He has hit this in both matchups against them this year. He dropped 6 and 5 assists in the other 2. Really like this line for him with this matchup. They rank 25th for allowing assists in the restricted area, and 47% of his assists come from down there, right? So that is a perfect combo. I love that. And so taking Scotty over 4.5 assists. Next, I'm looking at Jamal Murray over 3.5 rebounds. And guys, it looks like Jokic is going to be out again. Continues to nurse that ankle, and Jamal Murray has continued to kill the rebounds while he's been out. He's gone over this now in 7 straight, 9 out of the last 11. Let's see, and I haven't even looked at this yet, but with Jokic out, yeah, he's hit this in 8 out of 9 games with Jokic not in the lineup. So it looks like Jokic isn't going to be playing again. This is a great play, and I expect it to probably get bumped. You can see it is already minus 166, so we're taking a decreased payout on it. I don't care. I love this, especially when you consider that the Bucks have allowed similar players to hit their rebound line 75% of the time, right? 6 out of the last 7 players have hit their rebound line against them. And so I put this in as its own 2-man entry, and you can see that on the screen here. It does have a low payout, but I feel great about this. So I threw $200 on this as a 2-man entry, and then I added the next player in as a 3rd leg, and I put 50 on that as a 3 leg. So you can see it here. We put this in on Underdog, and then we also added Brook Lopez over 17.5 points. So he's hit that in his last 2 games, 21 and 23 points. But when you consider that Dame is out, right, and with Dame out, he's hit it 50% of the time, which isn't the best. But when you look at with Dame out of the lineup since Bobby Portis has been out, he's hit it in 4 out of 5 games. So he's hitting it at 80% rate with those out. And then when you consider the fact that they are second to worst defense at defending spot-up shooters, right? That is how Brook Lopez scores most of his points. That is his main way of scoring, is spot-up. They're second worst defense at defending that. And then they're eighth worst defense at defending the pick-and-roll man, which is his second biggest way. So the way he scores half of his points, they are terrible at defending. There's nowhere on the court they're good at defending, so you don't even really have to consider that. And then when you come over here and see similar players hit their points line in 69% of games against them, right? So 9 out of 13 players that are similar to Brook Lopez have hit their points line against the Nuggets. Everything coming together to make this a fantastic play. I am taking Lopez over 17.5. So you can see with Brook Lopez in the lineup, we're getting 4.74x on this. We put this in on Underdog. Underdog is probably my favorite fantasy app. I don't know. It's neck and neck with Chalkboard now that Chalkboard has some of these new features, but they both put their lines up really early so you can take these picks before the lines start to bump. They have a lot of flexibility. You can toggle the lines up and down, tons of different props you can take, including first quarter props, all the different combinations you can think of. And then they're going to give us, I think I got 5 different profit payout boosts over the weekend, 50, 60% payout boosts that ended up making me an extra $350. They're giving us discounted picks, free picks. This is, in my opinion, the best fantasy app out there. They will double that first deposit up to $1,000 when you use code BWADE, guys. Sign up with Underdog. Take advantage of all these promos. I try to tell people you should have every app that's in your state that's legal, right? They're all going to give you sign-up bonuses. They all have different promos, which are going to be discounted picks, free picks. They have different lines so you can line shop. Being able to take advantage of all that stuff every day it's invaluable. You're going to make so much money just by going through and taking advantage of promos, taking advantage of sign-up bonuses. So if you really want to do this and be profitable long-term, that's what you have to do. Anybody who's making money is going to tell you that. I think I have 7 or 8 different fantasy apps on my phone, and I cycle through them every day. So sign up on Underdog. Take advantage of all that. Use code BWADE. When you do, take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and I will get you that free week of VIP so you can start tailing with us, guys. Check out Daily Grind Fantasy, too. I keep telling y'all, but this is a tool that I use every single day. It has helped make me a lot of money, especially in esports. They aggregate millions of data points and use AI to help you take the most profitable picks on each fantasy app. They will give you 25% off when you use code BWADE. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you can be entered to win that signed SGA jersey. Let's make some money, boys.